space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the starship Enterprise. Its 5-year mission: to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilization, to boldly go where no man has gone before.
Hi and welcome back. As you can see, I've got a lot of electronic components spread out. I've had mail, so I thought we'd take a step to where we're going next with the circuit board, because up to now we've been working on the breadboard, prototype board, but breadboard, because of the wires doing that, isn't suitable for any purpose. So far with the circuit board, you recall, we've done away with we started on an Arduino. We've done away with the Arduino already. So we have the breadboard power supply, the 18 mega 328, and the 80 tiny 85, which is doing everything that we had from the Arduino at one point. So the next stage is making a more permanent circuit board that's fit for the model itself. So that will be getting put onto this stuff, which is Vero board. Vero board, it has lots of little holes for components to go in. It also has, for flow of electricity, all these rows. I always get rows and columns mixed up, so we'll call these rows. All these rows are straight connection. You can break in between just very easily, breaking off. We'll show that at some point. But there's no connection running horizontally. So everything will be built on there. We're building our own replacement power supply for the breadboard one. So we've got rectifying diodes, various capacitors, regulating diodes, on-off resistors, basically to make sure that we keep a constant power going into the 18 mega chip of 5 volts and half an amp, because that's what the running spec is. I've had these delivered. These are basically isolinear chip sockets, because I've got 3 chips for this board, but you don't want to be soldering chips directly, because the heat your soldering gun can just burn the chips out and ruin them. So use these sockets, solder them to your board where they're wanted, and then the chips slot into them like going into a socket. Exactly what it says on the box. The power supply I won't be putting directly onto this board, because I don't want how it is in the stand, everything here. So you'll have like the control board, the sound part will be somewhere else in the power, my push button switches, so it won't all be like it's been on the breadboards gathered together. There'll be bits coming off. For wiring, I intend to use ribbon cable, male female, so we'll have the female ends on the board going to whichever pins of the chips they have to go, and all the wires from the models on the male ones, so it'll just be plug in. So if I ever need to alter anything, if there's a fault with a chip, it'd be a case of unplug, take the board out, unplug the chip and replace it with another chip. So I'm looking at maintenance for the future as well. I think that's important. But I think that's where we are with this. So I've got a load of, I've never worked this small with soldering, so I bought myself some new solder wire. If we look at you can see there's actually quite a big difference in how much thinner this is than this, because I think it'll be just easier. And this is got a flux core, so I've no need to worry about flux either with the small parts. So if you recall the last video, we were on to putting and sanding the nacelles, and it's taking ages because it's a cylinder. It's really hard to get that smooth, crisp, no seam line, but I'm getting there slowly. But in between sanding and puttying, I've got something else to occupy me. So that's where we are with the electronics. I've got everything I need now. Apart from me, I still need to order the actual switches I'm going to use on the finished model. But I've got enough pieces to start building what I want to build. For the actual replacement power unit that's going in the model, I'm quite literally, apart from the switch, I'm not going to be using these switches for the on-off power. I'll be using the same switches I used on the Kazon Raider. That's a light up, and I think they look cooler for a finished model in the stand than what that would do. But apart from that switch, swapping one for the other, I'm basically following exactly a video by Trevor from Ostrich Longneck. I've mentioned him before. I'll put a link into his video, and he tells you exactly what all the components are, how to connect them all together. So instead of me repeating exactly what he did, just follow that link to watch Trevor's video, because he is brilliant at describing these things, and there's no point trying to copy what someone else has already done. And watch his other work as well. I really enjoy his videos. But for now, thank you for watching, seeing where I am with the electronics and where I plan to take it next. Next time, I'm not sure, the next video will be control board bits built, or it'll be in a cell video. It'll be one or the other. It depends which gets done first. But for now, thank you for watching. Keep trekking and keep modelling. Thank you. Bye-bye.